Hi, this is Psychic Medium Danielle Garcia with your energy forecast for the week. Today is January 10th. I know I normally deliver the energy forecast on Mondays, but it felt just important to bring it about a day early. I know I've done that occasionally, but today the energy just seems to be hitting extra hard for me and for a lot of other people that have been reaching out. So Schumann resonance is at a 41 last time I checked, about an hour ago. Knock on wood. I know that that's still a spike, but thank God it's not a 1200 or an 800 or a 500 like what we've encountered over the last few weeks. So we're getting a bit of a reprieve with that. I find it incredibly interesting that the Schumann resonance was spiking the way that it did, all leading up till last week. Last week seemed to be pretty, okay. 7s, 8s, 10s, 12s, 14s, nothing out of the norm. But all the rest of the energy going on was definitely out of the norm, especially if you're living here in the US. Today, the planet Eris, which is they call it a dwarf planet, and I think it was just recognized or found like 2004, 2005, somewhere along those lines. Eris goes direct today. The vibe behind that is great truths being exposed, bringing about oppressors and dictators to the surface, shining light on patriarchal and institutional corruption. Interesting. The astrology of this week is, honest to God, just freaking mind-blowing to me. So I want to make sure that I actually follow my notes as much as possible. I mean, honestly, you just can't make this stuff up. It's incredible to me. Today, Mercury is conjunct with Saturn and Jupiter. This is the trifecta of conjunctions, as it also falls into the energy of Aquarius, meaning freedom, meaning unity, meaning supreme consciousness. Expect the most unexpected vital news, announcements, and unmasking around these dates. So it's between the 10th and the 12th that they go into this trifecta of being in conjunct with one another. Today's vibe also sets the tone for the rest of the week. So focus on discernment of grandiose idealism. Disappointment may lead to downfall as well as distrust, crisis of faith, etc., etc. So continue asking spirit, continue asking your higher self, show me truth, show me truth, show me truth, show me what I cannot see, show me what I need to see, show me what I need to see for my highest, greatest good. There's a lot of stuff going on out there, and people are just being boom, 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 triggered right and left, right and left. Rage, hatred, anger, fear, dishonesty is just rampant right now, and everything is just revved up. People are just ready to crack, so to speak. And the energies of this week, they're not exactly peaceful, calm, unicorns and rainbows, let's go with the flow kind of vibes. So navigating this week's energies amongst the chaos and all the rest of the stuff that's been stirring up, we can absolutely do it. It's just going to take some work. Make sure that if you feel yourself being triggered, where you hear from someone and just boom, you're right back in their face, and boom, you're just just going after them. Try your best to take a step back and really ask yourself, okay, why am I reacting like this? What is it within me that needs to be aggressive, that needs to be forceful, that needs to be domineering? It's cool to have a strong opinion. I am a very strong, opinionated person. But trying to harm someone, whether that's emotionally, energetically, or physically, I don't play that. I mean, that's just not cool, and that's just unethical. And come on, we're human beings. We can be better than that if we choose to be. This week, Mercury also moves into Aquarius. So this is the planet of communication, right? Communication is going to be strong, both positive and negative. And emotions are going to be super duper high. So watch your words. Words have meaning. Words have energy. I can't even fathom the amount of friendships and business relationships and families and other connections that I hear in and out of this office every single day that have been broken up over politics or belief systems that have just kind of reared up, most definitely over the last 90 days, but especially over the last 6 months. So going back to Mercury, this is the planet of intellect, communication, and ideas. It is in the vibe of freedom and expression. I thought that said oppression. I'm like, oh, that doesn't sound right. So it's in the vibe of freedom and expression right now. Expect light bulb moments. Expect those aha moments. Expect the blow your mind kind of moments coming along this week and into the next 24, 28 days that Mercury hangs out in this vibe. Also, the theme of humanitarianism is really, really strong right now as Mercury moves into Aquarius. I'm telling you, lots of energy going on right now in here, and my guides are just going on and on and on. Thursday, the 14th, Uranus goes direct. This is known as the Great Awakener planet. We've been told about this Unarian energy that's also partnering with the Aquarian energy. Unarian energy brings about drastic change. It can bring on chaos, unpredictable circumstance, destruction, surprises, inspiration, and amazing creativity. Friday the 15th is the pre-shadow of Mercury in retrograde. Dun, 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 dun. Our first Mercury in retro is going to be towards the end of this month, January 30th. So now we're going into pre-shadow, that preemptive phase of Mercury retrograde. This Mercury retrograde, with how the planets stand, it's about cleaning and clearing out old beliefs that no longer serve you, dropping black bags, that emotional baggage, luggage that we tend to carry around for quite a bit. That seems to be the running theme of this pre-shadow phase of Merc in retro. So pay attention to that. Take an evaluation. Take a look at like the different things that you seem to continually pull in, those thoughts that race around your mind at 3 a.m. when you can't sleep and you're reliving those relationships or that circumstance or those conversations that just keep you up at night and you can't quite let them go. Now is the time to take a deeper look at that. Like, what's the purpose? How is it serving you? Is this a positive or a negative influence in your life? And how can you shift that and move forward into bigger, better, brighter things? So no card draw this week, by the way. My guides kept like tapping me on the shoulder this morning and they're like, oh, you got to say something. I'm like, no, I really don't want to. Oh, you got to say something. No, I really don't want to. Well, now I want to. So they've been in my head this week. You know, there's been a lot of stuff going on here in the United States. Ooh, starting to tear up. Lots of emotions coming forward and lots and lots and lots and lots of fear, right? So they've been showing me over the last 6 months how this really is. It's in our country and in our world. It's not just what's going on in the United States. It's what's going on across our planet. There's big changes going on. And it's not just about world leaders. It's not just about currency. It's not just about power or politics or political gain. It, honest to God, is about light and darkness. I have seen more dark, evil, paranormal stuff going on over the last 6 months than I have probably over the last 20 years. And that's pretty substantial. I have had clients coming in needing clearings, being possessed, killing themselves, all sorts of things, okay? And we're not just talking demons, we're talking entities, we're talking ancient influences, we're talking dimensional beings, etc., etc., etc. This has to do with our universe. This has to do with that fight, as Star Wars as it sounds, of dark versus light. Now, along with all of this crap that's been going on, there's been an incredible amount of light. There's been an incredible amount of awakening, right? People are realizing their greatness. People are realizing that, hey, there's more to this life than just this. There's so much more. So there's been this amazing awakening. Well, guess what happens when the light awakens and becomes stronger and aligns with source? The darkness doesn't really like that too much, right? They feel like they're losing. Remember, age of Aquarius, freedom, higher consciousness, easier way to connect to the highest of high consciousness, right? This is their defining moment, the darkness. They don't want this to happen. They don't want people to awaken. Chaos, they freaking love it. They feed off of it. Violence, aggression, rage, anger, that's their fuel, baby. That's what they thrive on. And what's going on in our world right now? This is our opportunity to take a step back. This is our opportunity to align with the highest consciousness. Whether you call that God, whether you call it Jesus, whether you call it Buddha, whatever you call source, great spirit, creator, this is our time to align. And I'll tell you what, I've been caught so off guard this last week. It's just been crazy. I got very vulnerable because I stepped into fear. And that's not a fun place to hang out for me. You know, I don't think it's a fun place to hang out for anybody. And as I'm moving through that fear and trying my best just to remain centered and just to relax and have faith and do my normal protocol of energy work and meditation and prayer and so on and so forth, I'm driving to work one morning and here's my guides in my ear. You need to make sure your gas tank's always full, because I'm notorious for bringing it down to like 50 miles, 22 miles, okay, sometimes 8 miles. Like, you need to make sure that your gas tank's always full. Don't let it drop below like 200 miles. All right, okay, driving along. You need to get a go bag. You need to make sure you have your go bag ready. Go bag? Oh, what the hell? Go bag? I need a go bag. Go bag to me is I need shoes, I need clothes, I need passport, I need cash, I need social security cards, I need flashlights, I need extra food, I need batteries, I need medications, I need all of these different things. And I am freaking the F out thinking about, oh my God, I need a go bag. Oh my God, I need to put gas in my car. Oh my God, the world is ending. The world is ending. Not the world is ending, but shit's going to go down, right? And I kept spinning out on this as this thought and this fear goes on and on and on. And it took a couple days for me to continue spinning out and pushing this aside because I didn't want to face it and I didn't want to look at it. And then I asked, so what do you mean by go back? Took a couple days for that, mind you. So what do you mean about go back? And my guide got this huge smile on his face. Finally, you're getting it, he said. Your go bag is what you always have with you. It's your mind, it's your heart, it's your belief system, it's your energy field, it's your spirit, it's your soul, it's your chi, it's your prana, it's your ki, your life force. That's your go bag. You need to be aligned. Your spirit, your soul, your life force, you need to be aligned with source. Because your go bag, which is always with you, which is what you're going to cross over with, you don't want that to be all imprinted with fear and chaos and false belief and worry about this and worry about that. Because that's not your purity. That's not your greatness. That's not who you really are. What are you absorbing? What are you allowing into your energy field? What are you allowing into your spirit? Really made me think. Who am I believing, right? Am I believing all of the mass media out there that wants me to be in fear? Perhaps. And maybe for me, I need to step away from that a little bit. Maybe I need to take some time in my gassed up vehicle, drive up to the mountains or drive out to the desert and take some quiet time away from my phone, away from the news, away from the TV, away from the messages, and just settle in. What does Spirit want me to know? What does Spirit, what does Source, what does God Creator want me to have in my go bag, my heart, my mind? Life is eternal, people. You know, some of us get stuck before we cross all the way over, but this isn't it. So if we continue spiraling out into fear and aggression and rage, who wins? If you drive your point and your opinion across so aggressively and so matter-of-factly and so much from your ego that you're burning bridges between you and your friends and your family and the outside world, who wins? So you're right. Good job. What are you aligning with in that moment of retaliation? What are you aligning with in that moment of aggression, light or dark? Because you can't align with both. You can't be positive and negative at the same time. It's impossible. Watch your energy this week. Seriously. I am not a doomsday psychic. I am not someone who's going to tell you, go gather all the toilet paper together and, hang out in a cellar somewhere. That's not me. I'm here to empower people. I'm here to be empowered. But I will tell you, watch your energy this week. Things are going to change. Things that you would not expect to change will be changing. Not just in country, but in world and indeed in the universe. Center yourself. Align. In those moments when you feel low, in those moments when you feel fear, ask for Creator's energy to move through you, to guide you, to show you what you need to know, to show you truth, to support and guide you, and open up your heart, and open up your mind, and open up your soul to listen. We're here to walk through this together, people, not to battle one another. We're here to embrace the light, and it's hanging out all over around us. It's just unfortunately right now with the chaos and the rage, a lot of people are tuning into darkness instead. And boy, howdy, is it hanging around. So be the light, ask to see truth, and check out your go bag. Have a safe and blessed week.